Okay, I got a request via the post on the Tech Team, I guess page or Tech Team Teams. How do you change a background on a form? So I'm on my forms tab through the waffle. If those of you forgot what the waffle is, I'm on that part right there. And then I've been making some things to get ready for classes on Monday. I've been making stuff to get ready for classes down the road. I'll be 100% honest with you. I've been doing a lot of things with forms just to see how stuff works. All right, but if you look at my forms list, you can see some with this generic stock, like almost for those of you that are old school like me, Kmart green. And then you see these that have like Richwoods green on them, and then you see some that have pencils, and you see some that have like jokes, and then you see Yoda. All right, well, let's just talk a little bit about like this. To change colors, that's a really pretty easy task. So if you're just trying to color code your stuff, that's just a tab and a feature from within Microsoft Forms, and I'll show you where that's located. Um, this one and this one and this one and this one are a little bit more complicated to accomplish, but it's not that complicated. I'll show you how to do it, but you have to be able to know how to get a JPEG or a PNG file somewhere on your phone, on your folder somewhere in your computer. Okay, so these other ones here, I just did a quick background search and I clipped and then I saved the image. So like these don't occur as default versions of like I guess a pre-made like icon for the background. This right here is a pre-made background for the icon, and this is a pre-made icon for through Teams. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to change a couple backgrounds a couple different ways. Okay, so since I have a couple copies of a couple of these things, the nice thing about these forms is if you do this and you make a copy, then maybe you leave your original in one color and your copies will be in a different color. Your second trials will be a different color. So I'm just going to go to this form right here, and I'm going to copy it first. So we're going to go back to forms, and I'm going to copy it so don't screw up something I already have. We're going to click on that. We're going to say copy. And that should populate somewhere, usually at the beginning, a copy of this. So I like to work on my copy, and then I'm going to say revised, just so I can tell the difference. Okay? So I've got revised here just so I know that I'm messing around with it. You see this team tab right here? If you click team, you could change colors here. So like if I wanted this to be light blue, I could make that. And then what I do is I go to the form, I hit quick refresh just to make sure it takes, because sometimes when you have multiple forms open, that it won't take immediately. So you can see that light blue is accomplished. So changing a color, not hard. Okay, so say that I wanted, okay, that blue looks cool and everything, but say I didn't want the blue, I wanted one of these pre-made icons. Okay, so pre-made icons. I'm going to go ahead and see if there's any extra ones. I don't think there's any extra ones. I'm going to pick this one with, I don't know, skiing. Looks like snowboarding. Okay, all right, again, I'm going to go back to my form. And okay, look, that's what the Microsoft Forms people put up there. That's cool. I can tell the difference. But notice I didn't make a secondary copy. All I did was change like the icon. Now, if you're a little bit more an advanced user, then you could do something like what I'm about ready to do with this right here. I made this video, and this is one of the first videos I put on the page about why you should maybe go make your forms from Excel instead of the Forms tab. So I would like to put an icon up here that is not one of the ones that's pre-made. Okay, so I'm going to go theme, and I went through the trouble using some software that I have to create basically the image I wanted. The software I use to do that is Snagit, and Snagit is a free type of software, at least until June, that you could be using in your class just like I'm using. I purchased it a while ago. It's kind of a pricey It's kind of a pricey software application, but they're going to offer it for free. I would take them up on it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit plus, and then I'm going to say upload image. Okay, and then I'm going to say upload, and then I'm going to hopefully remember where I saved it, since this is the place where I just saved something. It took me there. Okay, that is the icon that I made up. I'm going to save that. And then I have an icon, so when I go back to forms, I'm going to hit refresh real quick. And then just to make sure it took. And then when I go back and when I take a look at my link on the Microsoft Teams, I'm going to see if that changed when I actually do the link through the page again. So that would be how you could have changed a color. You could have used a pre-made version of whatever Microsoft Forms thought was an image you want, or you could go out there and find your own and save as images online. And from what Shelly has been saying, some of us are very concerned about like copyright infringement. I believe that since most of this stuff is going to be contained within a closed system that you need a sign in, there's a little bit more latitude about what you can do via copyright infringement. But I would hope that George Lucas wouldn't have any problem with me using the meme that had Yoda on it. Okay? All right, if he did, he would send me a cease and desist, and I would change this icon. One last little thing that we could do that I'm going to just click on this one here, since I kind of like the one I have already. I'm going to go to theme, and then I don't know why sometimes different themes come up, but sometimes they do. I believe that you could, search online, and maybe I look for this on a YouTube video about how you could find additional themes. But I mean, I didn't know where these were. I just clicked on it and this was theme. So I don't know if it's because they refreshed or not. But I'm going to push this tab right here, and then I'm going to click on this one right there. And I suspect that this is a specific color code, which I don't know how to use. So, again, say I was looking for an image. I don't know. We'll search for an image. Frogs. Maybe I want a frogs image. All right, now, you see where it says Creative Commons licenses? This means that you should be able to use these without any concern on your webpage. Okay, so I don't know what's the best looking frog there. I like that little minty, crazy blue-legged version of frog, so I'm going to add it that way. All right, I have not tried that before, but it looked pretty cool. And I'm going to go back there, and then I'm going to refresh real quick. And then lo and behold, you could find an image quickly via their Bing. I think Bing is their version of a search engine that they want you to use. But that is how you could change the background of an MS Form. Thank you for watching my video.